friends! So today I really wanted to share with you guys my 3 most used bags so far and my 3 least used bags so far. Sort of like the ones that I reach for all the time versus the ones that I haven't really reached for in a long time. I kind of got this idea when I was filming a reel for Instagram and TikTok. The questions that were asked on the reel were like, what is your newest purchase bag? What is your most funkiest bag? And what is the most used bag in your collection? And it got me thinking, there are 3 bags in my collection that are in constant rotation. And there are 3 bags in my collection which I haven't touched in a while. So I thought it'd be cool to just sit down and have a chat with you and show these bags to you. If you're new to my channel, my name's Maystar and I create videos about luxury fashion, lifestyle, travel, and I do vlogs about my daily life, which include my music career and my little tiny chihuahua peekaboo. If that's the sort of stuff you like, please hit like and subscribe. Let's start with the first bag in my most used category. And this has to be my favorite bag in my whole collection. Don't tell the other bags. My favorite bag in my whole collection at the moment and the most used has to be this Louis Vuitton Monogram Illusion Keepall XS. Now this bag came from the Spring 2022 collection as designed by Virgil Abloh, rest in peace. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. If you know me, you know I like green and bright colors, and this just stood out to me as something that will go really well in my collection. One thing I love about this is that it's made out of a really different sort of leather. Please forgive me if I'm butchering the name of the leather, but it's Torillon or Torillon. It's like a pebbled, soft leather. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Chanel Caviar, but much softer. And I really like the feel of it. Now I know the camera doesn't really do it justice, but the color on this bag, it's just amazing. Sorry, I was having a moment. It goes from this light neon green into this ombre sort of, what would I call this? Ocean blue. It's so stunning. I mean, I've been reaching for this a lot, particularly when I want a statement bag. I like to pair this with neutrals. I've worn this with my linen cream suit and it pops so beautifully. But I also like to style this with bright colors too. So I think I've worn this with my Pleats Please green dress and some other colors like bright yellow and bright blue. I love it so much. I will never get rid of it. It is so beautiful and fits a lot of my things inside, including my phone, which nowadays, I mean, if you're buying a mini bag, you really have to double check that because a lot of the mini bags I've been looking at do not fit my phone, which is fine, but this does fit my phone. Comes with a strap that's fully adjustable and silver hardware as well, which, just sets off the whole tone. I love this bag. It is one of the most used in my whole collection and it's a piece of art that I love owning. Now onto one of my bags that I haven't used in probably like over a year. I feel so bad saying that. I still like the shape of this bag, but I don't think it's something I reach for. So the bag I'm talking about is the Givenchy Pandora in this beautiful printed cheetah print? Leopard print? I don't know, but it is a beautiful print. And I bought this in, I want to say 2015, maybe 2016, I can't remember. But I bought this a while ago and I wore it so much. It was my go-to bag for a long time and I got a lot of use out of it. It does come with a strap as well and I used to use it crossbody a lot and it fits so much. But as I mentioned before, I just don't think it matches a lot of my current favorite clothes in my ready-to-wear collection. I can definitely style this nowadays with like jeans and a plain top, but it's definitely one of the bags that I just don't reach for. I don't think I'll get rid of it though because I still love the shape and the design, and it really captures like this moment in time where the Pandora was a super popular bag. Now this bag is a bag that I'm surprisingly reaching for all the time. A couple of years ago, I swear I didn't reach for it as much and I couldn't style it with a lot of the stuff that I was using. But recently it just seems to match everything that I wear. And this bag is the Chanel Classic Flap in Caviar leather with gold hardware. Ugh, I love this beauty. I can't believe how much it's gone up in price since I bought it. If I can remember when I bought it, I'll put it in the captions below. I think it was around 2014, maybe 2015, could even be 2016. But I remember going to the Chanel boutique and requesting to buy this bag, and I did have to wait for a little while for it to come in. I've heard now it's really hard to get classic flaps, and I heard you have to be on a wait list at Chanel. Whether that's true or not, I'll take that with a grain of salt, but this bag, I believe, now goes for around 14,000 Australian dollars. That to me is crazy, but I can see why. This bag has literally not even aged since I got it. I mean, I've definitely scratched up a little bit of the gold turn lock hardware, but it's not even that noticeable. I love it so much. I pair this with a lot. I actually like pairing this, weirdly enough, with like super casual outfits, like my tracksuit. I don't know why, I just like the juxtaposition. You can also wear this crossbody when you lengthen the strap, and I think the versatility of that allows me to wear it with a lot of outfits. I take this traveling with me as well because it's such a classic bag and it's big enough to put a lot of your items in. Just your daily items like your phone, even when you're traveling, your passport, you know, masks, hand sanitizer, all the stuff that you need. I love this bag so much and it's in such good condition. It was definitely an investment and one of the most used bags in my collection. Weirdly enough, the next bag that is one of my least used bags in my collection is also a Chanel bag. One of my least used bags in my collection is my Chanel boy bag with ruthenium hardware and caviar leather. When this bag came out, oh my gosh, I had been on a I'm not buying any new bags kind of energy until I saw this bag. I wanted it straight away. There was just something so edgy and still a bit classic about this Chanel. I went to the store and asked for this bag from my sales associate, and I had to wait over 6 months just to get it. I'm sure the wait is not that long now because the Chanel boys are not as popular. However, I have been told by my sales associate at Chanel that this style will be a style that they'll be doing for years to come. It is definitely not going to be discontinued. I don't reach for this bag anymore, I guess because of the length of the strap. I'm not a crossbody bag wearer at the moment. That's why I don't reach for this one a lot. I think I have worn it though sometime this year, but it was only for a specific occasion. I know I can double it up as a shoulder bag, but it just doesn't give the same vibe as my other bags do that look better as a shoulder bag. I will definitely not be selling this one though. I think I replaced a lot of my crossbody bags with belt bags or bum bags. I have a Louis Vuitton one and I also have a Dior one that I wear all the time. As fashion changes though, I'm sure I'll be reaching for this bag again. I will not get rid of it due to the price rise. I got it for a great price at the store and it is now double what that is, I do believe. So yeah, I'm keeping this baby. The third most used bag in my collection doesn't look like much, but it has really been something I've been needing in recent months. It is definitely my Goyard St. Louis Tote. I'll remember to include the exact names of my bags on the screen as well as in the description below. So this bag I've needed because I've started traveling again. This was really, really good on the plane when I went to Singapore recently, and it will continue to be a bag that I use as sort of like a bigger tote for the airplane. Now I know it doesn't look like much. I got this a long time ago in 2016. Funny story though. The reason I got this is because Mike forced me, okay, I say force like it's, you know, a bad thing. Mike asked if I wanted to cycle around Central Park in New York one day. And I was like, yeah, I can cycle, it's fine. So I thought it would be a nice leisurely cycle, you know, very slow, taking it easy, stopping to take in the view. Boy, was I wrong. He was like, let's go, and started racing almost around Central Park. And I was panting, I nearly crashed. 2 midges flew up my nose. Let's not talk about that. R.I.P. midges. But seriously, it wasn't a good experience for me, and I think he could tell that I was actually quite upset. So he said, you did really well cycling, do you want to go to Goyard? Mike knows me so well, and I was like, yes please. We went to Goyard and we got this bag. A lot of people had asked me why I chose white. I think because the Goyard canvas is so easy to take care of. I was confident that if I got white, I'd be able to wipe it clean and just maintain it. As you can see, the canvas has gotten quite soft. I've also heard from a lot of people that their handles have discolored or melted. I will be very honest, my handles actually discolored and the piping here melted, but when I brought it back to the store that I purchased it at in New York, they actually replaced it for free. So that was amazing. So I think buying a St. Louis Goyard bag is definitely worth it, especially if you're traveling a lot. I mean, it's so light. Look. Oh, and also it comes with sort of like a wallet, would you say? When I travel, I basically use this to keep all my currency in there and stuff like that. And you can actually attach it to a strap on your bag. It is just a big abyss of a thing, but I like that. My laptop fits in well, my scarf for the plane, my snacks, everything I need fits in well. And if I decided not to carry this bag back on the plane with me, kind of squishes up nice and small. This is not the way I would fold it, but it kind of squishes up nice and flat for packing in your suitcase. I highly recommend this bag. I think it's a great alternative to the Louis Vuitton Neverfull, and yeah, it's something that I will continue reaching for when I travel. The last bag that I want to show you guys today is actually a bag that I hope will come back in fashion because I love it so much. It's just that I don't reach for it anymore, even though it is a very neutral bag that will go with everything. This is my Celine Phantom bag, and I absolutely love everything about this bag. First of all, the color. It's like a gray cream, like a cray. It's just such a stunner. When I find the actual color and the model, I'll put it in the description box below. I remember purchasing this when I went on a trip to Singapore, and I was so enamored by it. I used it immediately, I used it every day, and I used it for a long time. I even traveled with this to San Francisco, New York, and Washington. It was really difficult to do that because, as you can see, it's really, really structured. And the only way to make it fit under your seat on the plane was to squish it up so tight, and even then it wouldn't fit very well. I still loved it and still was so adamant that I wanted to carry it, so it traveled with me throughout America. Also, as you can see, I have a little Pharrell keyring that I bought from the BBC ice cream store in New York, and I still keep him on there. He's one of my favorite artists. He's so cute. Yeah, so I don't reach for this anymore, obviously because it's so big, and on its own, without anything in it, it is quite heavy. It's what I would feel maybe like a Birkin would feel like. I don't know, I don't have a Birkin, but let me know in the comments if you think a Birkin would be heavier or lighter than this. Even though the color of this does suit a lot of what I wear, it's just the size that stops me from reaching for it. I haven't used it this year at all, but I refuse to ever get rid of it because it is so iconic. It was done during the Phoebe Philo days, and if you are a Celine aficionado, you know those were the best days. Although I have to say Celine is coming back into the limelight right now. I love this bag so much. A lot of people say it looks like a robot with the face, the eyes, and the mouth. I mean, I can't unsee that, but I don't care anyway. Even though I don't reach for this bag at all, I still love it and it's still going to remain in my collection. So friends, that's it for today. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I love having chats with you guys about my luxury bag collection and just my luxury items that I've purchased. If you'd like me to do more of these, please let me know in the comments below, and I will see you in my next video.